Hey everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma, and in this video I'll be talking about the 10 unknown Fiverr gigs that you can get started with as a freelancer if you want to make money online on these freelancing platforms. तो ये gigs को start कर सकते हो and you can make decent money. I'll be showing you exactly what these gigs are and how can you get started with these gigs as well. Okay, now one thing to understand here is that it is always a great thing to learn as much as possible. Skills जो होती है ना बहुत ही important होती है. मैं आपको example देता हूँ. There is a friend that I have. He charges 3,500 rupees to edit a 30-second advertisement. ठीक है, तो मैंने उसको एक 30 सेकंड का वीडियो दिया और उसको एडिट करने के लिए उसने मुझसे 3,500 rupees चार्ज किए. वाई? बिकॉज ही हैज़ दैट स्किल ऑफ एडिटिंग एन एड. उसको एडिटिंग बहुत अच्छे से आती है, उसको मोशन ग्राफिक्स बहुत अच्छे से आते हैं और उसको एफिशिएंसी भी है उसके पास. व्हाट दैट मीन्स इज दैट ही हैज़ एन अमेजिंग कंप्यूटर. उसने 1.5 लाख का लिया था वो, एंड सो इज एबल टू एडिट वेरी क्विकली. Right, that's the most important thing that you should keep in mind. Skills, efficiency, these two things are really important. Okay, with that said, hit the like button. We'll be talking about all of these skills. We can get started with them if you do not have a lot of skills. Starting off with number 1, this is going to be business names and slogans. बहुत सारे businesses होते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं on Fiverr that want to get a name for their business. They want to get a name of their brand. बट उन्हें पता नहीं होता कि क्या नाम रखना चाहिए, क्या स्लोगन रखना चाहिए, क्या उसका कैच फ्रेज होना चाहिए, राइट. और ये चीज़ें बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट भी होती हैं फॉर अ कंपनी. वेन एवर यू हैव अ कंपनी, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होता है दैट यू हैव अ ग्रेट कैच फ्रेज. पीपल कैन जस्ट लाइक रिमेंबर दैट. वो ब्रांड रिकॉल होता है उसके अंदर. सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी रियली रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, एज यू कैन सी ऑन द स्क्रीन, बेसिकली you can write gigs like this. I will provide you 10 catchy business names, brand names, product names, catchphrases, as you can see over here, right? Slogans. You can help them in naming their products, in naming their company, naming their slogan, catchphrase, tagline, जो भी बोल लो. But this is the basic idea. Okay, very interesting. Totally check this out. बहुत सारे gigs हैं यहाँ पर and a lot of them are getting their orders, as you can see. Even if I go on to the 9th page, ठीक है, even on the 9th page, as you can see, people are getting orders. Now you can get started with this if you think you are great at content writing. Okay, this is gig number 1. Moving on to gig number 2, and this is going to be presentation design. Now बहुत सारे companies होती हैं, बहुत सारे officials होते हैं, बहुत सारे businessmen होते हैं. They want to get their PPTs done, right? उनको जो कोई चीज़ दिखानी होती है, they want someone to get it done. थोड़ा सा boring process होता है उनके लिए, and they are not great at design as well. तो basically they will give you the content कि ये चीज़ें वहाँ पे लिखी हुई होनी चाहिए, and then you can create the design. आप कैसे create कर सकते हैं design? You can basically just go to this website called as canva.com, and once you are over here, you can just select for presentation. यहाँ पे select करो, and that is simple. You can now get started with using a lot of the presentation templates as well as creating some templates of your own. ठीक है, तो it's not too difficult and a lot of people will require this. ठीक है, तो as you can see, a lot of people are giving this services. Around 6,000 people have created their gigs around this, so you can also try this out. It is something that can be great for you if you are into design, and if you can simply just go on to Canva and you can start using it for free. ठीक है, so yeah, you can check that out. Let's move on to the next, number 3 skill that you can learn, or number 3 gig that you can learn, and this is going to be transcription and subtitling. So as you can see, I will provide high quality transcription services for your, I will do 90 minutes of audio or video transcription in 24 hours. So basically what happens here is that you need to listen to what someone is saying and you need to convert that into text. And इसमें I think not a lot of skill is required. If you are good at understanding English and writing English, this should not be a problem for you. You can do some great work over here. Also for conversion of languages, let's say कोई बोल रहा है हिंदी में बोल रहा है, उसका you need to convert into English. ये भी बहुत popular है. A lot of people want to do something like this. So if you know how to do this, you can make some great gigs and you can get started with getting work over there. A lot of potential over here. बहुत सारी videos बनती हैं on the internet every single day, and if you can help them with writing the subtitles, that would be great for you as well for your own freelancing career. Now, how much can you actually make with this? Not a lot, unless you are getting some great clients and you're working for them for a long period of time. That being said, it is a great thing to get started with if you do not have any skill. I get at least 2 emails every single day of people saying that, bhaiya, if you want your videos to get some subtitles, contact me. I can help you with that. So that is definitely something that you can get started with. And you can also hit the like button. That would be really helpful for me. Thank you so much. And now back to the video. Let's move on to the fourth gig that you can make. This is called as usability testing. Usability testing क्या होता है? Basically what happens is that बहुत सारे लोग अपने applications बनाते रहते हैं, अपने mobile app बनाते रहते हैं, and they also make their own website. So they want someone who can actually create a testing method, who can actually look at their website, who can just like browse around the website, and they can pinpoint specific problems in the user interface. I will link some resources in the description. You can go through that and you can understand कि UI में क्या क्या चीज़ें होती हैं, what are the technicalities. बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है. I think this can definitely be something that you can learn and you can pick up. And as you can see, I will test your website or apps functionality, usability and more. He's charging $20 for doing that. बहुत important होता है that you test the application before you put it out there for people, and this is where they can do that. Now the fifth one is actually called as niche research. Now I have done an interview with someone who does this. He is in 12th class and he is able to do it. He made around $4,000 doing that in 5 months. So you can check that out as well. I'll be something over here. You can check that out. But इसमें होता क्या है? Basically what you do in the form of niche research is that बहुत सारे people want to know about what is the market size. Can someone do like a research of the market that they are trying to get into, and they can help me out with that, right? So this is where you can help them out. You can make a gig just saying that I will help you out with the niche research. I will tell you what products are working in this particular category, what products are actually selling in this category. If you want to know about this as well, कि कैसे सीख सकते हैं इसको, I'll put something in the description. उसको check out कर सकते हो, and you can learn about how to get this sort of information, how to learn about niche research. और इसके अंदर ही एक और चीज़ भी आती है, that is called as merchandise. ठीक है, तो that is basically like different types of like t-shirt हो गया and like mugs हो गए. So for this they want someone who can set up their Shopify stores, someone who can set up their Printful stores, Teespring stores. तो उसके लिए also you can help them out. You can research for the trends कि ठीक है इस तरह की t-shirt बहुत ज़्यादा sell हो रही हैं, तो we should try to make something similar. Like recently Friends का reunion आया था, right? So you might want to just tell them कि अभी Friends का reunion है, a lot of people are nostalgic, तो इसके ऊपर we can try selling some merch to people. This is just an example. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's look at social media post template. I feel that this is quite simple to get into. मैंने खुद भी ये ट्राई आउट किया है. You basically just say कि I have Canva with me. वहाँ पे बहुत सारे templates होते हैं. I can get inspired from that and then I can try to build my own templates for social media posts. ठीक है, तो जो carousels होते हैं ना social media platforms like Instagram, you can try to create a template for that, and then you can also make templates for stories, Instagram stories, IGTVs. You can basically create the complete branding asset for a particular influencer or a particular company Instagram page. This is something that is blowing up right now. There are a lot of companies that want to get their social media templates done. They do not want to be creating designs every single time, so they want someone who can provide them that. And if you can do that, then तो बढ़िया हो जाएगा. As you can see over here, I will design 20 unique social media posts, banner ads. I will design 60 social media posts, and ये बहुत सारे जो होते हैं, you can just like go to Canva. I'll just show you how this works, right? So you go to Canva, and over here you just click on Instagram post, and you can browse through the templates that they have, and you can understand कि किस तरह का template चल रहा है. You can then go into the styles and you can try to change things up a little bit. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आके चेंज कर सकते हैं. इससे पूरा लुक एंड फील चेंज हो जाता है, एंड यू कैन देन ट्राई टू मॉडिफाई समथिंग एंड यू कैन ट्राई सेलिंग दैट टू अदर पीपल. एंड अगेन कैनवा बहुत ही आसान होता है यूज़ करना. इफ़ यू डोंट नो हाउ टू परफेक्टली यूज़ कैनवा, आई लीव सम लिंक्स फॉर दैट एज वेल इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. बेसिकली लॉन्ग स्टोरी शॉर्ट, डिस्क्रिप्शन में सब कुछ दिया हुआ है, जाके उसको देख लो. एंड नीचे जब जा रहे हो तो हिट द लाइक बटन एज वेल, सब्सक्राइब भी कर लो. आई मेक अ लॉट ऑफ अदर वीडियोज अबाउट फ्रीलांसिंग, अबाउट मेकिंग मनी ऑनलाइन, एंड आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ अदर इंटरेस्टिंग पॉडकास्ट इंटरव्यूज. ठीक है, तो यू कैन डेफिनेटली चेक दैट आउट. नाउ लेट्स गो ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी मॉकअप डिज़ाइन. ओके, मॉकअप क्या होता है? बेसिकली वॉट एवर merchandise you can have, right? You can have like a shoe, you can have like a, यहाँ पे जो लैपटॉप है उसका स्टिकर हो सकता है, right? So you can have this, or you can also try to have कोई भी चीज़ होती है ना. Basically what your goal is to take a company logo, to take a company brand and to put it on every single thing out there. या फिर there's like a design that you have, there's like a motto that you have, कोई ऐसी tagline है, and you can just like put that on multiple मर्चेंडाइज, ठीक है, कोई भी चीज़ के ऊपर लगा दो उसको, एंड यू कैन स्टार्ट सेलिंग दैट ऑफ, एंड इफ पीपल केयर अबाउट दैट डिज़ाइन देन दे विल डेफिनेटली बाय इट, एंड योर goal is to create such designs, to create such mock-up designs. अब इसको भी create करने के लिए you can simply just go on to Canva and then you can click on mock-up templates. And after that you can see कि क्या क्या तरह के mock-up templates are available both for t-shirts, तो t-shirts के ऊपर कोई चीज़ लिखनी हो, या फिर if you just want to write something on like a phone mock-up, so you can do all sorts of those things. Now the next Fiverr gig that you can make is going to be called as Zoom backgrounds. I'll show you what this means, right? So if I go over here and this is the part called as Zoom background. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, बेसिकली बहुत सारे बिजनेस होते हैं, what they really want is someone who can help them out to create a background for them. बहुत सारे businesses are only working remote right now, तो उनके बहुत सारे meetings होते हैं and they want to be professional, and so they just want someone who can create a background for them whenever they are talking to people. और बहुत सारी meetings होती हैं, so you can try to create these Zoom backgrounds. If you go on to something like this, you can create this background. ठीक है, अगेन यू कैन जस्ट यूज कैनवा, बहुत ही आसान होता है. इफ़ यू हैव देयर लोगो यू कैन ट्राई टू क्रिएट सम ग्रेट डिजाइंस फॉर देम. रियली इंटरेस्टिंग स्टफ. इट हैज़ रिसेंटली ब्लोन अ लॉट बिकॉज ऑफ द लॉकडाउन, सो यू कैन ट्राई टू use something like this, right? As you can see, I will design 3 high quality Zoom virtual background in 6 hours and they charge $5 for that. In the future there'll be a lot more scope for something like this. As you can see, something like this is what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so now let's go on to the next part, and this is going to be called as blog engagement. What does this mean? The next gig that you can make is on helping people with their engagement, to build engagement for their blog, for their video on YouTube or elsewhere. And यहाँ पर what you can do is that you can basically just say I will post relevant comments for your blog in the comment section, या फिर for your YouTube video in the comment section. अब इससे होता क्या है, basically this tells the algorithm that ये वाली जो particular video है या फिर this particular blog is doing really well because people are interacting with it, so we should try to push it even more, right? So this is why this is important for the businesses that are using it. This is important for people who are running their websites, people who are running their YouTube channels. This person has 457 reviews for doing this, and बहुत सारे ऐसे gigs बने हुए हैं, and you can also try to make something similar, and that will be really amazing. So yeah, you can check this out. Let's move on to the next one. This is called as podcasting services. So recently what is happening is that there is a lot of trend of starting podcast. सबको अपना अपना podcast start करना है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होने वाला है, basically you would just say कि I will help you out with your podcast. I will create a new logo for your podcast, or I will create your podcast cover art, or I will help you to get guests on your show. So what you would do is that you would basically email a lot of people and you would just say that, hey, if would you be interested to become a guest at this podcast? If yes, please let me know. As you can see, I will create your own podcast website. ये बहुत आसान होता है. Just go to Squarespace or WordPress and you can create a very simple website for these podcasts. As you can see, people are making decent money doing this. I hope you're able to understand that बहुत सारी opportunities हैं that you can gather. Specifically this opportunity of podcasting. If you can help other people with podcasting, that can be basically like turning their podcast shows into blogs that people can use. This also comes into blog writing. So if you can listen to what people are saying and then you can convert that into blogs, that would be even better for their own company, and you can put that into a website for that podcast that you can also create for them. That is pretty much it. I hope you got to learn something from this video. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts about this. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram at ishansharma7390. I share a lot of other interesting topics, tips. I hope that you will start freelancing. I have a great interview playlist of some amazing freelancers that are making in crores every single year. You can check that out as well if you are interested, in the description. That is it. I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.